All right. So here's the deal. We're on the fourth annual of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Yes, the fourth annual. Now, this is where things get a little crazy. You know, 2019 was the anime shows that we have gotten. And it was the greatest of all. From The Promised Neverland to Rising of the Shield Hero to the season premiere of My Hero Academia, to the season premiere of Fruit Basket, and we had new shows that's kind of like blown out of proportion, like for instance, Demon Slayer, which was one of the greatest shows out there. Other shows like Doctor Stone, Fire Force, Kaguya-sama Love is War, um, Carol and Tuesday, Domestic Girlfriend. You could name every anime show we've watched, and you cannot find one thing that was bad. Did I mention Fire Force, Doctor Stone? Yeah, I did. But now I want to talk about the anime awards that were really statistical, that had like a lot of fans going. Now with the Crunchyroll Anime Awards on the 15th, February 15th, and they're gonna have the awards party there, which I'm gonna be. There are gonna be a lot of awards. Some that is good, some that will leave fans shocked, some that will make fans like, what? And some will make us want to clap. So on my PS4, I skimmed through all these lists of shows that's gonna be out talked about. Best boy, best girl, anime of the year, best protagonist, best fight scene, best comedy, best opening, best ending. And in case I forget what I said, which I am probably, I wrote down the shows that I said it was gonna win. But I'm gonna focus on the main categories that I feel comfortable that I want to talk about. So I'm gonna go to best opening. Now for best opening, it shows Carol and Tuesday opening, Domestic Girlfriend opening, Fire Force, Mob Psycho 100, Vinland Saga, Promised Neverland. It's close, but I like Fire Force opening. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against that. The good opening though. The first opening was really good. Domestic Girlfriend though, but the piano playing in, that's a good one. And then you got the Promised Neverland. You got that fire, and then na 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 na. You know what I mean, like that kind of thing. But if I had to pick best opening out of this, I have to give it to the Promised Neverland, because not only this show was the beginning of everything anime of 2019, going towards 2020, but this was the show that got people wanted to sing that opening so bad. And it was one of those openings that make me wake up in the morning and just play that song on a regular basis. So I'm gonna go with the best opening. So best opening sequence, I gotta give it to the Promised Neverland. Now we're gonna go to best ending. We have taste for ending animes, but looking at this list, Carol and Tuesday, the Roro, the Vinland Saga ending, Fire Force ending, Kaguya Love is War ending, and and you have the Sarazame, whatever. But if I had to pick which best ending, I have to pick best ending, and it's really obvious. Best ending. I gotta give it to the Kaguya-sama Love is War ending. I mean, literally. Don't get me wrong. Fire Force ending is good, but if we're talking about Kaguya Love is War, we're talking about the ending. We're talking about like chica, the chica, the chica, the chica, chica. Come on, that was the dance. And not only that, that ending was so catchy that everybody in the world of anime, YouTube, whatever, you go to parties, you go to conventions, people doing that chica dance. That was the dance. That's why I gotta say best ending, I gotta give it to that. Okay, now I'm gonna scroll, I'm gonna save anime of the year for last. I wanna do best boy. Looking at best boy, this list is unanimous. I'm sorry. I mean, you got Mob, you got Machiro from Heavy the Dumbbells You Lift. But the moment I saw Tanjiro on that list from Demon Slayer, Tanjiro has got to win. Now, granted, if it would have been a close tie if you would have put Naofumi from the Shield Hero, or you could have put Ray or Norman from the Promised Neverland, and I would have changed my vote. But because I only see Tanjiro as like a good guy to be in this for best boy category, he has to win. I respect Mob. From Mob Psycho 100, I respect Mob, but come on, this is Tanjiro we're talking about. But I gotta give it to Tanjiro, this right here. Now, I'm gonna go to Best Girl. Or Best Girl. We're talking about the best girl of the 2019-2020 year. We're talking about the girl. We're talking about the girl that transcended the era of the best girl franchise. We're talking like the moment you saw her, you could tell right from your mind that was the best girl that she's gonna win. Now look at these 6 girls. I'll be honest, this is close between the 3. Now if I process elimination here, be honest. Carol, Chika from Kaguya Lovers War, Kohaku from Dr. Stone, with the white hair warrior, Emma, Nezuko, and Raphtalia. Eliminating the 3 that I said, Carol, Chika, and Kohaku, those 3 are eliminated. But now we're looking at Emma, Nezuko, and Raphtalia. Those are the 3 that was my pick. But now looking at Emma. Emma, she is that energy girl you want to have as a daughter / sister you want to have. Same goes to Nezuko. But then you're talking about Raphtalia. You're talking about Raphtalia. Did you not see what Raphtalia has been going through? Had like what she had gone through, like ever since she lost her parents, then she became a slave. Raphtalia took her under her wing. I'm sorry. Now for me, took her, made her the sword to the shield. You know what I mean? Like this. Please watch Rising of the Shield Hero. Now, Nezuko, I get Nezuko is trending. Nezuko was also trending. At the time when Demon Slayer came out, I don't read the manga like that, but the time when Nezuko came out, Nezuko was one of those girls. She is childish. Not childish. She is funny to have. There were some memes. There was some fake expression of her running and all that kind of stuff, especially with the bread in her mouth. And then you got Emma. Nezuko. And Nezuko, she kicked demons. Like, really? Remember that scene when she doing all that kicking like since she was on FIFA World Cup? That's Nezuko. And then with the teamwork of her brother Tanjiro, that was teamwork at its finest out between the brother and sister duo. Emma, from the moment I saw this first episode, Emma was so energetic. She was the kind of the big sister, big mama of the big sister. And by that I mean like you had Emma, Rei, and Norman, like the big 3, kind of like the Naruto of the big 3. And Emma was kind of like she was the energy, the one that kept people moving. Now, even though Emma suffered a broken arm and leg, I think, against Isabella, she still fought through many battles. She's so athletic. She quick on her feet. She is that type of girl. Now, if I had to pick who's best girl out of the 6, I have to go with Raphtalia. Like I said, Raphtalia has been in more. She's been in worse. She's been in more casualties than Nezuko. Been in more war than Emma. So I have to give Raphtalia the credit for that. So for that, I give best girl to Raphtalia. Now, best protagonist. Emma, Senku, Tanjiro, Saitama, Hakamoru from Dororo, and Taru from Fruit Basket. Now, I'll be honest. Looking at this list, it's going to be a 2-sided battle between Senku from Dr. Stone and Tanjiro from Demon Slayer in terms of best protagonist. Now, this is like a 50-50 for me, because if I look at Senku from Dr. Stone, Senku is that type of broccoli hair. I don't know why it's bean sprout hair, but this guy, he makes technology from the ground under. We're talking, it's like this guy is built for this world. If you have to put Senku as one of the top 5 smartest anime characters of all time, up there with Shikamaru, up there from Lelouch, up there with Light Yagami, L, he's up there on that list. And Senku, it fits the bill. Like I said, he takes something out of technology, and then he takes something regularly, most common things he find from the world, and then he makes stuff from cotton candy, from making electricity, from making batteries, from making Christmas lights, and making cell phone calls, all that stuff. And then you look at Emma, I give credit to Emma. Saitama, not so much, because I respect One Punch Man, but I don't think we're going to like that. But when you look at Tanjiro, did you see that what Tanjiro been doing into the world of Demon Slayer? He been going through hell and back. He's got more problems than you think. But still, if I had to pick best protagonist that been through so many obstacles and so many depths, I got to give it to Tanjiro. I put Tanjiro here? Yep, I did. Now, best antagonist. The villains. The villains that made 2019-2020 anime legit. Now, looking at this list, and I gotta say, not really proud of it. I mean, the last two I see, Isabella and Overhaul. Now, Isabella is a proud female villain. We can't take nothing from Isabella. But then you look at Overhaul from My Hero Academia. Overhaul is a badass. Now, I'm going to tell you why I say this. The best antagonist, who I think, no, I know. I believe best antagonist of the year gotta go to Overhaul. And I'm going to tell you why. Isabella is a good villain. There is nothing wrong with Isabella. I'm not taking nothing from her. But look at what Overhaul did to the kid, Henry, with the girl with the horn, and compare that to what Isabella did. To what, I mean, think about it. Sure, Isabella bathed them, watered them, bathed them 3 meals a day, all that kind of thing, farming, all that kind of, and she fed them to the demons. We get all of that. We get all of that. But is Isabella, think about it, is Isabella cutting the kids? Is she like, I don't know, like whipping them, child abusing them? No, not really, no. Isabella's not like that. But when you look at Overhaul, and you see what Overhaul did to Henry, and you saw the way Overhaul fought with Deku as one of the greatest fights set in My Hero Academia right now, Overhaul had done worse to that little girl than what you thought Isabella was doing. And if you think about statistics lately, just look over the numbers statistically. Remember, Stain won Villain of the Year 2 years ago. And the next year was All for One against All Might. That was that. So if you think about it, the last 2 years at the time was My Hero Academia villains. That's why I'm telling you right now, best antagonist, I gotta give it to Overhaul. Overhaul is gonna win best antagonist of the year. That's what I'm going for. Okay, now I'm gonna go to, let me see. I'm trying to think of something good here. Best fight scene. For best fight scene of the year, I gotta give it to Demon Slayers. The Demon Slayer fight scene was really good. I'm gonna go by that one. Best comedy. Best comedy, there's funny times, I give it to, I want to say Isekai Quartet, but I have to give it to How Heavy the Dumbbells You Lift, because that show was funny. I mean, really good. Best fantasy-wise? Okay, now best fantasy, you had Demon Slayer, you got Attack on Titan, you got The Promised Neverland, but for best fantasy, I gotta give it to The Promised Neverland on this. Best drama, I gotta give it to The Promised Neverland. But if you watch Stars Online, that's on this list, if you watch Stars Online, understand it's not just your soft tennis anime, it's real drama with that show. Trust me. Now I'm gonna go to Anime of the Year. That's right, Anime of the Year. The year that made 2019-2020 anime the year. Now looking at this list, I'm a little shocked because you could have add you could have add Rising of the Shield Hero. That show was epic. And then you could have had like Dr. Stone. But then I'm looking at this list and it's not as average as best. The only two I can say that's on the rise of Anime of the Year nominees closest will be Demon Slayer and The Promised Neverland. Both those shows are on that point where you're like, okay, this show is great. But if I had to pick for Anime of the Year, I will give it to The Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland has got to win Anime of the Year. Because that first episode, and that show alone proves to us that they're like Chicken Run. But still, that show just opened up many doors as we got to 2020. I mean, we're in 2020, but still, Promised Neverland made that year possible. So for that, I give Anime of the Year Anime of the Year goes to Promised Neverland. So that's it for now. Now I will write down all the picks I wrote down on my description on the channel, so get ready. So like I said, Anime Awards is on the 15th of February, so I hope all my predictions are right, and let's see how that works out. So I look forward to the Anime Awards party too, and I look forward for the results of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. When the results comes, I'll tell you right now, when I have time, I'll let you know how I feel.